not good. Not even a little bit. Rook, we have to go. We might already be too late.
Slow down. What's happening?
The artifact. Remember how I told you that I'd know if they started another ritual? They did, and it's big. Really, really big. Arlethan big, maybe.
You sure?
Completely. Nothing else explains that resonance.
We really like going towards the bad thing instead of away from it.
It's not time for jokes, Rook. Sorry, I didn't mean to... I'm sorry, but it's bad.
So let's go stop them then.
Right. Let's hope they aren't very far along.
And if they've had the chance?
These rituals need an anchor with a physical body, so not a spirit or whatever Anaris is, which means Syrian. And there's only one way to free an anchor.
Then let's not waste any time.
I'm meeting Stalgard at Isana Nagat, on the mountain. Come with me?
Is there unfinished business?
No, nothing of the sort, but I could use company, if you're up for the trip.
You fought Darkspawn.
None of them touched me.
I would expect you.
We are not here to be formal. There have been enough funerals.
Did you know? I was just turning to say something to Air the other day. Before I remembered, she was no longer there.
Fletcher.
I didn't know Chance for long, but he seemed like a good man.
Terrible taste in furniture. He always smothered everything in gold. I'll miss hearing him complaining that I complain about it.
The diamond, the entire city feels so empty. I wonder if it will ever not feel that way.
The crows may be flashy, cocky, and always feuding, but we're not delicate. We're not broken. And we'll teach the new fledglings all about those we lost.
And the lessons they taught.
Let's hope there is something in that.
When did you get here?
A while ago, I was reading the letters. Messages for loved ones, prayers to the Maker. A few letters are to people I would have liked to know again.
Were any of the people you miss from House Deriva?
A few. And colleagues and rivals from other houses. When I got out of the ossuary, I thought I had time. to pull myself together, to make visits that I should. I wonder now what they would have said.
Is there anything else we should say?
I did mention this isn't formal.
But we should do something.
A toast, then. Something we promise the dead we will think about over drinks to come.
The time they bought us. The world we'll build with it.
Neither will go to waste.
The crows rule Antiva, and tonight we mourn with her.
Be ready.
Got you covered. Move quick. Clear out. Get back!
Glory.
Behind you. Watch it. Something's ready.
I am blessed. She's fighting suckers. Stay covered.
We're on fire. Look out.
Death is too good.
We demand blood. We fight as one.
Impressive there.
I command it.
Get ready.
Let us hurry! Strike now!
Ready if you are. Get clear.
Damn! That was amazing!
Made it through that one.
There's an interesting letter there, Rook. My uncle
I think that art merchant with information on the Antam lives near here. Hello? All right? Done.
I'll unlock the door. Come in, please. My saviors, welcome!
Iago said you had information on the Antam. Are they after you?
They barricaded me in and said I would starve unless I handed over the contents of my gallery. Lately, they've been taking paintings, sculptures, all sorts of treasures. And to think I overheard someone in the market yesterday bragging about dealing with the atrocious brutes. The market master might know more about what those dreadful Antam are up to. I'm in your debt. Please look around. I hope dear Viago can make next week's exhibition. The light has changed the skyline completely. I've heard dreadful little things live inside it.
So, you and Rook?
Do I want to know where this is going?
It's not going anywhere. I don't mean your relationship's not going anywhere. I mean me, my question.
Right.
It's just nice. We can sew pieces together.
We could do that before.
But now, it's romantic.
The Dalish prisoners escaped safely?
We got them away free and clear.
Good. Whatever my frustrations with them, it feels good to have helped my people again. Thank you for allowing me to help. Chance to infuriate Elganon was a reminder of simpler times.
You said you found the Dalish frustrating. Why is that?
It is unfair to them. I lived for thousands of years, and after I imprisoned the Evanuris, I slept for thousands more. I awoke in a world that had forgotten the ancient times almost entirely. And those who tried to remember Elven history, like the Dalish, had gotten so much wrong.
Let me guess. You tried to tell them what they were getting wrong, and they didn't believe you.
There are few things that frustrate me as much as ignorance. I tried to explain the truth to one clan. When I convinced them that I was truly Fen'Harel, they attacked me. After that, I hid my explanations behind the facade of having witnessed events in the Fade.
And every mage knows that what we see in the Fade might not be literally true.
Yes. The Dalish had no reason to believe me. I could only watch as they continued to worship Elganon. Though we may have seen the last of that tradition, at least.
You and Elganon were really tearing into one another back there.
I needed to goad him to anger in order to distract him.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, while all of the Evanuris were monsters in their own ways, Elganon was the worst. Or perhaps it is more honest to say that his were the faults I found most objectionable. You have met him now, heard his voice hammering at the doors of your mind, and you have met me. Can you see how he and I might frustrate one another?
The way the two of you argued, it didn't feel like enemies. It felt like family.
How so?
Family knows you better than anyone, and that can be good or bad.
I had not thought of it that way. But yes, we had centuries to stoke the fires of our hatred. I saw his rise to tyranny coming, and could not stop it. And he saw me disrupt his plans for dominion time and time again.
All right. I can see how you and Elganon would hate each other.
He has always been what I most feared becoming. Callous and uncaring, his arrogance unchecked. To have that much power and no one to remind him that he could be wrong.
Well, he had you.
And I suppose I had you.
We would have had a hard time getting out of there without your help.
I did not spend this long preparing you only to lose you to Elganon's machinations. No, I am sorry. That was poorly said. You have earned better from me.
Okay.
When we first met, I saw you only as a foolishly confident child who disrupted my plans. You were an irritant. I gave you information to oppose Elganon out of necessity, but I expected you to be nothing more than a tool. Seeing you with your team, I was wrong.
I appreciate you saying that. Couldn't have been easy.
The only thing worse than being wrong is realizing it, but being afraid to change. Elganon's pride is no greater than mine. but he denies any failure on his part, and I at least try to acknowledge my mistakes. Your team trusts you, and you listen to them. It is impressive and enviable. You work together with a camaraderie it took me centuries to build in my rebellion.
So what do we do next?
Elganan and Gillenane are preparing the dagger they will use for their ritual to pierce the veil. Elganan's power is tied to light and darkness. He will need to perform a ritual during the next eclipse.
That gives us some time to prepare.
It is likely to be your last chance to do so. You must be ready for whatever comes, for this world and for the team that trusts you. I know that you will do everything in your power not to fail them.
So now Elganan's recovered his own archdemon, and the gods only need an eclipse to complete their dagger.
We saved the Dalish, though. That's important.
But now Elganan's immortal, so long as his archdemon lives.
And we all know how hard those things are to kill.
We killed Razikale, didn't we?
After losing hundreds of wardens. And it took a centuries-old trap to do it. We don't have either of those. Not anymore.
Just when you think the tide's in your favor, it turns right back.
Okay. We always knew this was going to be hard, right? And yeah, maybe it's a little harder now. More than a little. But either we stop this, or all of Thedas falls. So we see it through. All the way. Because no one else is going to.
Nice speech, Rook. But it's hard to complete a contract if you don't know where the target is.
We found the gods before.
Not without help, we didn't.
So we get help again. We've got allies everywhere now.
What about the Venatori that were at the crater? They might know where the gods are hiding.
Dorian said they were up to something, but it seemed more about returning to the gods' good graces. They lost Elganan's sacrifice. He'll be displeased.
The crows may have something. The Antam are moving large quantities of supplies out of the city. Weapons, armor, gatlock. And several storehouses worth of food, what little we had left. It's enough to feed the Antam Navy for 3 months. Or all of Treviso for 6 weeks.
Given the timing, it seems unlikely to be a coincidence.
Wherever those supplies are headed, that's likely where we'll find the gods. Any more details from the crows, Lucanus?
They said the Antam have long work ahead. We have time. Also, Biago would like a meeting. At your earliest convenience. From him, that means important, but not yet urgent.
Finding the gods is our first priority. Following those supplies is our best chance.
Don't forget, the Shadow Dragons had our back at Lavendel. We should hear them out.
Not to complicate things, but the Inquisitor also wants to meet Rook.
Right. With everything she's been doing in the south, we owe her an update.
I'll let her know.
Today could have gone better, but it could have gone much worse. We fought off the Venatori and rescued the Dalish. That's a win by any standard. Rest up. And be ready to go. Next time the gods appear, let's make sure it's the last.
What's this about?
I got you a thing.
Oh, Tosh. It's gorgeous. Oh, the stitching.
Yeah. Because I appreciate your skills. At archery.
Thank you, Tosh. That's really sweet.
And that's my cue. Good talk. Love you both.
Wait, you're leaving?
You two need to be alone. Alone.
Just the two of us.
Oh. Hey, Tosh. Do you want to come with me to break this in?
Yeah. Like, now?
Of course now.
Oh, good. Let's go.